Welcome to the world according to Rich. Good versus evil, right versus wrong. These are things that more than any other time in your life are open to interpretation when you're a kid. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about two little kids, Richie back then, and Larry, and a slingshot. Now, you could probably imagine that the result of two little kids playing with a slingshot didn't end too well. And what happened in our case was that a little stone launched from a slingshot ended up going through the bay window of another neighbor's house. That was one of these bay windows made up of a lot of little windows. Now, we could have pretended like we weren't involved, that nothing, we weren't around when it happened. But we decided in our sophisticated little criminal minds that we were going to come up with a whole story to deflect attention from us. So we told when their college-age son came home, we came up with a whole convoluted story about how these marauding teenagers came onto the street and threw a rock through their window. I guess they did nothing else, but this is the story we told. And we thought, okay, we did our job. Except when he responded by saying, well, let's go and hop in my car. We'll ride around the neighborhood. Maybe you can spot them. Well, Larry, of course, immediately heard his mom calling. So it's left with me and this wrestler college kid in his car riding around the neighborhood looking for these marauding teens. And I'm thinking to myself, I better make this look good. I could have just ridden with him and just say, nope, don't see him. But no, I decided it had to look really good. So we turn onto this one street, and here's this group of teenagers, and they're playing basketball in their driveway. And I make sure I look really, really closely, as if I'm really trying to study whether it's them or not. Unfortunately, I looked a little too closely, and our neighbor thought that I was spotting these kids, and he looks at me, and he has me look at him, and he said, "Don't worry, they're not going to hurt you." No, it's not. It's not them. I'm sure. You're sure? I'm sure. And I'm getting really scared. Really scared. I'm having these thoughts that he's going to get out of his car and yell at these absolutely innocent kids. And I really had to get really, no, it's not them. It's not them. Well, finally we go and we go home. I don't know if he ever believed that it wasn't them. That maybe it was them, and I was just terrified. I have a question for you. When is the first time as a little kid that you realized you could tell a big fat lie and get away with it? See you next time.